This one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to pull loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Cousins now from the 50. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Cousins now to throw on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To Terry McLaurin. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Colts' 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brought him down.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. try to pound it in. Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the 2nd round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub-4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
31-yard line.
Easy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. This is Hines. He's he's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Colts 21, Vikings 7. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he returns this to the 22.
Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins rolling to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception here, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coach.
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to
Sammy Watkins, 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Rodgers on the return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your...
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. Looking for Campbell downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 7.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Rodgers on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll start with a give to Taylor. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Check. Hey, easy. Jump. Hey, Delta!
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Philip Rivers.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
38-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Rivers on the money, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Rivers to Hilton there, first down Indy.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. The ball carrier.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They run again with Hines, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
20-yard line.
Hey, Delta!
From the gun, Rivers, and he'll find Pittman. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Mack. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack taking it in. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now Abdullah, the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Brought down.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4th down, Cousins. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Again, it'll be Mack. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's fourth and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Alvin Kamara.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Mike's 47. Load it. Load it. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
On third down, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
On first down, it's Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A 43-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had. And that's exactly